What's going on, guys? My name is Dave Higgins. Welcome to Sandbox Explorer.
What exactly is going on down here? But still I wandered strong through this weird and wonderful landscape. I'm waiting patiently with simple happy songs.
Alright, today I'm going to be playing Rise of Insanity. I recently was given access to a key for it, so I'm going to play it. I actually made a video the other day. I made a few videos, and it didn't have any audio. Audio is very low on it, so, I had an issue with it, and I don't want to release a video that's not good quality, So, I'm going to start it over. It actually scared me, like, a bunch of times. I was, like, startled. I had, like, goosebumps, and I was concerned. So, unfortunately, since I just played some of it the other day, I might have not fully authentic, reactions to it. But I might still, because it's still creepy. We'll find out, but, make sure this line is barely visible. How about somewhere in that range? So I'm going to do the settings. Is it in, did I change the... Oh. Did I just change the language by accident? Idioma. Yeah, okay, there we go. I don't even know what I changed it to. But, okay, there we go. So, you can change the subtitles on or off. Audio volume, head bobbing is on. The brightness is the only thing really under graphics you can change. And then the input, you can change it tells you the controls, which is fast walk with L, interact with A, help is Y, look around with right analog stick, and then move around with the left one. So it's pretty simplistic as far as the controls go. And then you can change the sensitivity, invert, Y, and movement, and all that. So I think I actually want to have it at 7, if I recall correctly. So we will start a new game. Oh yeah, this game contains frightening scenes and sudden increases of tension. So if you have like epilepsy, or for some reason, like if things that pop out you scare you, freak you out,
Keep calm.
are a problem, don't watch this video. But if you're good and then the health aspect of things, then you're good to go.
My name is Dr. Stephen Dunn. You are here because your disorders started to get out of control. You ceased to behave normally, and disturbing thoughts took control over you. You will undergo my original therapy. I will show you the film I created. And at the end, you will tell me what feelings you have while watching it. And if you saw anything worrying.
So we're in a chair, in a room. I don't know everything about the game. I just played for a little bit the other day, so I know like kind of what's going to happen, but I still don't really get entirely what this is. Well, I kind of do, but I'm not going to let on. So some creepy stuff happening in here. Whole bunch of creepy stuff happening. So that's how it starts. Whenever you load between things, it takes just a second like this, but then it gets right back into it. Alright, so now we're in a room. You open up drawers. It's like one of these games where you open up drawers, doors, rooms. You have to discover like what's going on. So, what I like about this is that you can read, the text on the image, written down like this, whatever. But you can also press Y, and it'll show you it in text form. So sometimes it's difficult, or it just makes it easier. So I appreciate that feature. So it says, Patient Edward, preliminary interview, initial diagnosis, testing a new therapy, waiting for results. So, not sure exactly where we are there. Seems like testing a new therapy is what just happened, and now we're waiting for the results. We're experiencing that part. So, check
The
out this
patient's data.
tape.
Edward, 41 years old, day September 1st. I know Edward as far back as I remember. He worked as a gardener in our neighborhood. From the preliminary interview, I got to know that he suffers from a dream disorder. He has constant nightmares and can't sleep well as a memory disorder. Sometimes he doesn't remember what happened a couple of days or hours ago. I have some suspicions connected with his case, but it's too early for the detailed diagnosis.
All right. Let's check out the books and stuff. Breeding the Birds Taxidermy. Breeding Birds and Bird Taxidermy by Richard Birdman. All the best on your 7th birthday. Happy birthday, Stephen, Dad. And there's like a Rorschach drawing. See anything in here? There's a ball in here. There's a picture of a mother and a kid, and I'm assuming a husband, with the eyes crossed out of the mother and the kid. So I don't know if maybe you're Edward, and which it seems like that from the tape. And this is like a wife and a kid, and they're murdered or dead or something. I don't know. But that's pretty creepy. There's like a little duck in here. Anything else in here? Creepy face. Looks like a book end type deal. So let's head out of this room. There's this toy car. And we can't go in here. So, what's down these stairs? Alright, let's find out what's down these stairs. In this drawer is nothing of note. In this drawer there is Dr. Dowell launches his new experimental treatment method. There's blood on it. Sorry, that's a coffee stain. Looks like a coffee stain at least. That's definitely the treatment that we just got. So that's also 1982, September of 82. So this is supposed to be like in the past, about 40 years ago at this point. I feel old. I am not that old, but I am feeling it. So there's a creepy radio static going on. There's a painting, picture. Can't go in here.
The family's tragedy. A mother and child were murdered, and the violator was...
So that alludes to that picture. Let's see. There's this mirror. Can't see in it. Can we go in this drawer? Anything in there? Nope. Alright, so Madness Symphony. I like that. That vibes with the game. Nothing in there. So let's head into this room, which has a broken police line. There's also a lot of police line, like do not cross caution tape, so that alludes to there being like a murder scene. Dear Mrs. Dowell, I would like to remind you that you gave me a free hand in the development of one part of the garden. Therefore, my decision was to mainly plant dahlias. I have accentuated them with clematis flowers. I surrounded everything with white poppies. You will be delighted, Edward. Okay. So I think Stephen Dowell is the doctor, and Edward is, I think, who I am. There's a TV on. That's pretty creepy. Some nasty food with flies, some rotting fruit with some flies.
Please turn off the TV. It's gonna be stormy.
Okay, so voice coming from somewhere random. Theodore Dowell, English B, Mathematics A, Science A. Or is Dowell Edward's last name? I thought it was Stephen Dowell. PE B, Ethics A. So, pretty good student. And then Susan Dowell signed it. Nothing in there. So, I guess we'll turn off the TV now. Okay. There's a phone ringing, which is located here.
Am I talking with Dr. Stephen Dowell?
Yeah, Dr. Stephen Dowell. Okay. So yeah, look, these load scenes, load times, pretty short, just like that. So far, from what I've experienced. What's in here? It is nothing certain. Please come to the morgue for identification purposes. Oh, great. A morgue.
Patient Edward, 41. Day, September 11th. Patient has told me about his dreams where he tries to murder his wife and child. As far as he said before, he's a bachelor, and he hasn't said anything about children. It could be some traumatic memory from his childhood. I have to get to know about it during our next meeting. It is a harder case than I expected. Some symptoms indicate that the patient can possess multiple personality. But these are only suspicions. I have to ask my friend, Abraham.
So, Edward, who I believe is the character that I'm playing as, is a single dude, but has nightmares about murdering his wife and family? Dear Abraham, I apologize for not having written so long. I was occupied with family and work matters and did not have enough time. I trust that you are okay. How is your wife, Berta? I currently have a case of a certain patient, Edward, smeared. So I'm assuming that's the last name, smeared. He is 41 years old. He's reporting problems with sleeping and memory. I noticed he seemed to have certain minor tics. There are times when he suddenly and strangely moves the finger on his left hand. He told me about a nightmare that has been haunting him for some time. It is the only dream that he is able to remember. He told me he had attempted to kill his wife and child in that dream. However, he was not able to do it. He constantly wakes up before the very end. It is very strange because Edward is actually a bachelor and does not have any children. What do you think of this? My assumption is that these are the beginnings of schizophrenia or a multiple personality disorder. However, you are the one who has more experience in psychopathology. Best regards, Stephen Dowell. So, Stephen Dowell is the doctor, like psychologist or something, I think. And we were definitely like looking through the kids. The wife and kid, sorry. The wife and kid were definitely in reference. But talking about Edward, he mentioned multiple personalities, so maybe somehow Stephen Dowell is multiple personality is Edward, and Edward is the murderer. I literally have no idea. I haven't finished the game, so I have no idea. City News. Mother and 7-year-old son murdered. So, that happened. Was there a date on that? Not available on here, so curious. There's definitely a body in there. Well, I would assume there's a body. There's definitely flies. I guess we have to go in the elevator. When I played this the first time, like the telephone, that made me jump. When the woman talked, that made me jump. Like, I felt tingles. Whoa. So, I even knew that was coming, and that still creeped me out. Oh man, there's that duck again. And where that shadowy figure went, there's nothing in there. We can't go in there. Can't go in here. Can we go? No. We can go in here. Oh, it's got quiet. Oh, it got quiet. That's so creepy. Here's another Rorschach drawing. There's some sort of picture of someone. Oh, a choo-choo train. Looks like a creepy Thomas Tank Engine kind of deal. A choo-choo. A key to her heart is located where your journey began. We need to go up and find the key. The combination. Which alludes to where the journey began. Our journey began in Dr. Stevens' office, I think. I think it's Dr. Stevens' office. It definitely seems like it. There was a book on his bookshelf that was, you know, addressed to him, and everything in there alludes to that being the case. So I'm pretty sure we gotta go back to Dr. Stevens' office. Well, I know... Whoa! That scared the hell out of me, and I forgot about that. So, I'm glad that there are some things I forgot. Cool. I did forget about some things happening, which is good, because now I'm going to be creeped out more in the video. So, some real reactions will happen. Not that they're fake, necessarily, but I already saw some, and you know when you see a scary movie once, you know, you kind of know what's coming, so it's not quite as impactful. Check eyesight, room 6. So we have to go to the eye. But obviously, it still is because it creeped me out twice in a row just now. Alright. Well, that's different. It said TOZ before, now it says 629. So let's go downstairs and put that. Into the combination. This rickety old elevator does not seem safe at all. Okay, so before a creepy figure walked across. Seems like everything's roughly the same. Oh. Okay. So the light just blew above us, and that was creepy. 629. Okay, so it opened. Into the morgue we go. It slammed shut behind us. Well, that's alarming. Nothing's over here. There's definitely a body with some sort of blood in there. Just chilling. What's this say? No match. Looks like, at the very least, there's dental records up there. I don't know how much it's alluding to, but there's no match. So, oh boy. Someone's knocking on the door, and then that body's gone. There's blood everywhere. Holy crap. Okay, cool. It did scare me again. I'm happy. What's happening? Oh, God. That just made me jump. Okay. So there was definitely a woman or a girl. So control the crow with right analog stick is what this seems to be. Lots of crow paintings, drawings, pictures, whatever. Now we're in some red. Looks kind of like a vein, but now looks kind of more like a cave. So we are traveling here through a cave. I think. Some other burbs flying by. We are going towards telephone. We're in a room. Yes.
Honey,
Is this Morpheus?
gain control over him, please.
Gain control over him. I wonder if that has to do with another person, or this whole like multiple personality thing that they're thinking about has got me thinking. So what's over here? Oh boy, a crying person. A crying woman. That makes me think of Left 4 Dead. And whenever I think of Left 4 Dead, like the witches, it creeps me out. So that's not a good sign. We can't go in now though, so I'm assuming we gotta go this way.
You shouldn't be there.
Okay, someone is telling me I shouldn't be here, and then I hear someone doing something along the lines of sharpening something metal. Whoa! Well, there was a guy burying something. Looks like two graves, so I'm kind of thinking that there were two graves here. Here's a duck. So there's another duck. That duck keeps showing up. Here's a key with a bird skull on it. Which I'm guessing that's gonna be... Whoa! So something creepy's happening. I'm assuming that we're gonna be opening that door.
Daddy, play with me.
That sounds creepy. There's the ball from that door when we first opened the game. When we first started playing the game, opened the closet, that ball was definitely in there. So there's a lot of reoccurring objects, like the ducks. The ducks come up like at least 3 times now. It's a nice meat hook over here, so that's good. Well, I guess it could be for something else, but it looks like a meat hook. Certificate of death. Name of deceased Theodore Dowell. Age 7, sex male. Place of death, family home. Cause of death, strangulation and sleep. So Theodore Dowell was strangled
Daddy,
in his...
why did you allow him?
Why did I allow who? That got me. Oh, jeez. Where's that? Is that another phone ringing? Well, obviously it's a phone ringing.
Daddy! He's here. He's back.
Who's back? I'm very intrigued, and I keep being scared, which I like. I appreciate that, so thank you to the developers for making, and writers and such of the game, for making a game that genuinely has made me jump. Because I've become very, not easy to scare a lot of times. Some cool, big old Dungeons and Dragons dice. Not a full set, but just a couple. Theodore is a very talented child. He is very calm, and he is the character of a dreamer. The only thing that disturbs me is the shadowy shape which often appears in his drawings. It's probably a character from a comic or something, nothing to be worried about. Ooh, that is alarming to hear. Got a car, got, honestly, a pretty creepy looking teddy bear. And then the white one looks pretty nice, but the other one's creepy. You got, a cat playing the banjo and some other stuff on the wall. A disheveled bed. Scary old Jack-in-the-Box. So there's a picture with a shadowy figure, and then there's, I'm assuming, the ball. So that's not good. There's a sword. Pick swords. So let's head out. What was that? Jeez. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not overcome it. There's a dark room in here. It's very dark. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what just happened, but it was scary. We're seemingly back in this room again. There's also... Oh, there's a rocket. Okay, that picture fell off. Okay, so obviously, we can't go in there. I played to a little bit past this before, so, like, I kind of remember that was going to be a thing, but it genuinely freaked me out. So, dear Mrs. Dowell, I am very pleased that you fancy my floral composition. I have received your comments and further recommendations. I will plant rhododendrons as per your wish. I will have to drive my car in front of the greenhouse to move the seedlings. I hope you don't mind. Okay, Edward. So we're missing the fuses. We're going to go into a creepy basement. With a creepy there's a bunch of rats. That's good. There's a dead rat. Here's a shield to accompany that sword, so I wonder how significant that may be. Some water line valves. A little rat hole. There's that duck again. This has some arrows pointing, some white arrows pointing in on the sides and out on the top and bottom. Burb. Well, that's creepy. Dear Stephen, my wife is very well as usual. Let's move to the essence of the case. You should remember that we have had a similar case in the past. It was the case that you took active part in. We are overworked. You might have forgotten. I think that you should, with the use of suggestion, help your patient to finish the dream. Hypnosis can be too invasive. Try to ask him about his past. Accepting traumatic events he has experienced could be the starting point in merging his different selves. So they're alluding more to that split personality type thing, at least as their diagnosis. Looking forward to your next letter. Greetings, Abraham. And then after reading that letter, the spooky music stopped. So now I'm afraid. Because it was already spooky, and now it's even spookier. Oh, okay, it's coming back. So it's still spooky. No reflection. Am I a vampire? Just kidding. Another Rorschach drawing. There's some fuses. We can't get out of there. The water line is going out. So the white ones were facing out on the top and bottom, and the left and right ones were facing in. Okay, so that was right. The door's closed. Okay. So, we're going to put the fuses in. Now we got some power to this room. Which is the room that we were in before. Can we pick up the burb? Thought 1940. I always fear that thought may not come back home.
Patient Edward, 41. Taking some pieces of advice from my friend Abraham, I established that Eddie suffers from a very mild split personality disorder. The other personality hasn't shown yet, and hasn't taken him under control. There are only problems with memory and mild tics. I have to think about the kind of therapy I will apply.
Okay. Nothing in there. Great! Another drawing of a family with a shadowy figure outside. Outside of the dad, too. I don't know if that's significant, but it's definitely on the side of the dad. I was like, the spooky music stopped, so something's gonna happen. Answer the phone.
Hello? Steven? Are you here? Steven? It's Eddie.
So, Edward Eddie called Steven. Is that... Wait. Am I hearing a phone call of me or just something that happened before? So here's some really creepy looking stuff. We're back in the
I'm lost.
morgue.
It says that I've lost my figurines. Please find them for me.
Oh, great. The voice got super creepy. So here's that picture moved. It was definitely on the left before. So they're real? Well, that's incredibly creepy. Still can't go in here. What's this? Another Rorschach drawing, which seems to be painted. Looks kind of like lungs to me. Crow and a sad sun. And we can't look on this side. Okay. Alright, so now we're gonna head back up towards, I am assuming, like the office area that we were in before. Oh, creepy music. Oh. This is elevator's going down. The elevator crashed. Well, good thing we weren't on that because we were going to die. Anything in here? Woman receives 30 stab wounds 2 days after the child is strangled during sleep. Oh. That's a lot. This is back to normal. Can we go in over here? No. Dear Stephen, analyzing your previous letters and observations, I believe that the problem is connected with Smeared. Please give it some more thought. I'm worried about you and your family. When I come back from Smeared, I will visit you and we will talk. Abraham. P.S. Send your wife and child someplace. Make sure they're safe. Stephen? So... Did Edward murder them? Did Edward murder them? I'm assuming that I'm Edward. What's this?
Patient Eddie, 41. Day. Having acquainted with the traumatic Eddie's past life, violence in the family, and pathology, I've decided that I will use a less invasive method of treatment we can handle without hypnosis. The confrontation with the past and dreams connected with some mild anxiolytics should be enough. I think that finishing the dream, so killing the wife and child, can join his split selves. All we need to do is wait and observe.
Without hypnosis? Like, I'm assuming in his dream. What's squeaking? Oh. Okay. Apparently we can now go downstairs. Freaking hand dryer. Okay. This one won't open, which is a bad sign. That one has nothing in it. That one has that rubber duck again. Whoa. Oh boy. Here's this really creepy figurine. Why would you have those? There's the creepy music. It's still won't open. I feel like we definitely need to open that. And so like I kind of like forgot some things because I played a few days ago. That's literally as far as I got was getting that figurine. So now everything after this I genuinely haven't done.
Breaking news. As the investigation has shown, the police have established that the brutal murder of the family of the famous doctor of psychology was caused by the local gardener, Edward S.
Oh. Okay. So I had my suspicions that maybe that's what was happening based off of some of the earlier things we found. And apparently that seems like his attempt to merge his personalities or whatever he's trying to do may have backfired based off of the information so far. It could be more insidious than that. Here's another Rorschach test. Can't go in here, right? Okay, so we came down those stairs. Can't go out here. Assuming we can't. We're in St. Jonah Hospital. Oh god, I'm afraid to go back in the bathroom. I feel like that's where we're supposed to go. No? Well, maybe we're supposed to go back upstairs then. Okay. Alright. I haven't done this before. Goosebumps are back. I'm very wary of whatever I do. Can we... Okay, I don't think so. It's very quiet. Maybe we are supposed to go... Oof. That's gonna smell bad in there. Maybe we're supposed to go be back downstairs? I must have missed something. Oh. Oh, God, here's the other figure. Oof. There's only 3 figures, so now something's gonna happen, I feel like. Which, I feel like it's in the bathroom. Ugh. The crow freaked me out. Whoa. What was that? God, I think I have to go back into the bathroom. Oh, the chair's in front of the bathroom door? Oh, I can't go in there? Okay. Oh! What's happening? Whoa! Whoa, it's like The Shining! Whoa! That's a lot of blood. Where am I now? So it's automatically dragging me this way. We're going outside. No. Oh no, are we going through multiple doors that are the same? Whoa. Those jump scares are real good. It's getting bloodier and creepier. Oh no, now I have to go in. Oh, I don't still. Oh God, it's getting worse. No blood? Something weird? I'm the crow again. Just felt like flying up. Oh no, we're going to another phone. What? Get me out of the Matrix.
But why?
Oh no, we're back. Okay, it's snow. It's either snowing or there's like... No, it's like cherry blossom petals or something. So now there's a... Can we walk out this way? Okay. So there's definitely some kind of something happened back here. Walking through something creepy. Whoa! That was definitely one of the figures. What? Oh, what is this? A lamp? A light? A headlight? Oh. So you need the light. I don't know if this has to do with the before, that room from before. Oh, there's a well. So, I don't know if something bad happened. It just looks like cups and bowls, but could be worse. Do I need to do something else first? Alright, I'm gonna guess that we need to go this way first, like before. But now it's different. Or Yeah. What's this? Sometimes I suffer terribly because I have to restrain myself. When I see you preparing dinner, holding a beautiful knife in your hand, I imagine us together, with cold steel in your bowels. I look at your beautiful eyes, glazed with tears, and your life slowly fades. I dream of giving you a last kiss on your fading lips, Eddie. Well, that's not good. Definitely a bad sign to have thoughts like that, and especially to express them. Here's some duct tape. So that's something that probably has to do with things. Are those like pitchforks? So that's, you know, dangerous. Whoa! That scared me. We can also. What's this? So there's papers, a shovel, and the shadowy figure. Um, does that mean that where? Alright, so I'm thinking. I'll look in the back of here again. Alright, doesn't seem like there's anything else. Oh, wait. Oh. Oh. So I was supposed to shut that off. Or do whatever I did. Oh, shine the lights on. Okay, so get rid of, so that whole darkness thing seems to turn the light on. It's showing a train in this case, but the light's on and the darkness, shadowy whatever, is dispelled. So now we can walk in here, and that creepy figure thing. Oh man, when I used to work at a hardware store, I had to sell these all the time, carry them out. Here is a grave that was in reference. Here's a note. Dead boy buried in garden. As a result of an ongoing investigation, the police have found the body of Theodore Dowell, the son of a well-known psychologist, was murdered and buried in a greenhouse on the premises by gardener Edward S. Now, I feel like I've noticed that like the names of people have been spelled differently consistently, semi-consistently. So I don't know if that means anything. I'm assuming I don't know. But apparently the gardener, I don't know if maybe I'm an investigator. I'm assuming that I'm actually the gardener. I'm assuming I'm Edward, trying to in the middle of the therapy.
Come for me, please. Mom is lying here. She is so cold.
Well, I think I'm gonna just end the video here because I played for about an hour, and like at this point I think you get a decent idea on what the game is about. Still a lot of mystery to be solved on this. I don't know how long the game's gonna last for, but it's definitely good for any of you like horror, thriller, mystery kinds of fans out there. I'm a huge one of that, so it was like spooky, ghostly apparatus, dust type stuff forming around me. But yeah, definitely a worthwhile game to pick up if you're interested in these kinds of spooky games. Which, to me, it's like you're living out a creepy, scary movie, which is awesome. So, yeah, pick it up if you're interested. Rise of Insanity. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more gameplay videos on Nintendo Switch games, information, news, etc. Sometimes other stuff, but usually Nintendo Switch. Also, share this video if you know any horror fans or just anyone who would happen to like this game. If they like this game. So, Thank you for watching. Stay tuned, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.